my flight. You know I reach new heights again. You know I get up at night. You know I live one life for this. Only living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty's better beef with me than never beef in life obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin purpose. Left a voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Louis Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I get up at night. You know I live one life for this.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Return's looking good so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. He's got Smith. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Saquon Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So they'll decline this and take the result. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. You know, it's great flying through the air.
a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And that brings up 4th and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Zach Bond with the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun is Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Cuts it to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, here's Hurts. Oh, try forcing it to the slant, it's intercepted! Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Purdy on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They bring their tight end left. Cut by Jennings. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and a lone yard coming up. Purdy to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Pushing for the red zone. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Going to the ground again on first. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Oh, he loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all the people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's who is running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 28. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Third and short, gets a gift to the tight end. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Fred Warner. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. He could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Eagles with 2nd and 6. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. They go to Barkley again. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On 1st down, Hurts escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia! We'll great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. That's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Samuel now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Pretty throwing here on first. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So it'll be second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Back to the air on second, Purdy. He's on the move. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds well short of that marker. Wow, they never let him get close there. Great effort to force the turnover on downs. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He rolls to his right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's why you often see some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Into the hands of Kittle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. A give left side to McCaffrey. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Josh Sweat making the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And down he goes, the Eagles got him! And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
A quarterback clock, it is so important to play in the position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head, because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That throw finds Kittle. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after an all-right gain. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
QB sneak coming, and he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running this one left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down throwing for Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Brought in along the sideline, no gain on the play, but an impressive catch all the same.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Hurts now from the gun. Pulled in by Johnson along the sideline. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. One of the tight ends in motion left. Toss play to Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Hurts looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would.
And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter.
You know, this game could be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
You're supposed to hit that nigga.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Samuel now to return it. Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun is Purdy. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26, and that's a 49er first down. Now it's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Second and 3 now. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is to throw. Touchdown, San Francisco. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond.
say it to him like that, have my with him like that, I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's calling right back. She's a provocateur, dance for a connoisseur. Weeks of Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Give these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Pretty necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give him one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that, I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's calling right back.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in the AMG. Let it rain on me. Numb my hair, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I say it to him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than I, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's calling right back.
7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delaying to what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill and Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos, while I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like you really wanna party with me? That means see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, that means see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit do it, it's so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Should others be walking around fearing us? Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day here to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all of be always serving us. All up in between they when they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Fight the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. Boy, my whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious. Do you really wanna party like that? That means see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
I caught you red-handed, red lips on some it ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing. Cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running on cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you, baby, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? And tell me honestly, if you practice honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be?